Okay people, we're going to carry on now with our history lesson, and that's what it is, it's an history lesson on central heating, because the last one I did was the gravity system, which when I left school and became a plumber, that was in the 70s. I left school in 68, served my time, started working as a plumber in 1973, and that's how we were putting in with the gravity systems. But shortly after that, we started doing other stuff, which you won't find in any plumbing books, because the plumbers were making it up then as we were going along. We didn't really know what we was doing. Honeywell hadn't come along with the plans then. There was, well, they may have been out with the Y plan and the S plan and the C plan, but we didn't know about it. I didn't find out about Honeywell systems till the 80s, and a lot of plumbers, same as me, we're doing all sorts of things. We're putting two pumps in, one for the water, one for the heating. We're using one motorised valve. So this system, what I'm going to show you now, you won't find in books. It's what people did. But there's a lot of them around. There was hundreds of plumbers doing the same thing, and this is how it goes. So this is what we use. We use a cast iron boiler. More often than not it would be a glowworm space saver. They were a very, very good boiler, a very robust cast iron boiler, which nothing would go wrong with it. You know, you might get a thermocouple go wrong with it in maybe once, or if you're unlucky twice in 20 years. And you could have it gravity, or you could have it fully pumped. But this is a fully pumped system that we use. We just go off there, with a pump on it, a motorised valve. The motorised valve would be a 2-port motorised valve. It would have 5 wires going to it. All we'd use was 3. The earth, the brown and the neutral. And that would work it. The other 2 wires, nobody had figured out what they was for. We just snipped them off or taped them up. And that's all I was using it. Of course, you didn't have any control on your hot water. There was no cylinder stat on it. You were just relying on the boiler stat. So it wasn't very efficient, but it worked well, and there's loads and loads and loads of these systems put around everywhere in the country, but you won't see them in a book or nothing. It's just how things were done. Very often we wouldn't use a vent. That would be what you call a combined feed and vent, and it worked well. It stopped it sucking down too. You didn't get much air in the cylinders with the radiators. Right, so that's one of the systems that was going for a long time, until somebody came along and said, you know, hi up plumbers, you've got to learn how to do it properly. And well, that happened in the next video, which I'll be bringing along shortly. So, and how you would wire that system is that this live wire there will be going to your pump in your boiler, so that when you wanted hot water, your pump and your boiler was running both together, and this one will be the live to the motorised valve. So when that become live, you'd open up the motorised valve and you had central heater as well. Of course, that would also go through the thermostat, so it would go off and on when you wanted the rads. And it was as simple as that, a simple system. Don't think there's a name to it. But during that age of the 70s to the 80s, that was when central heating was taking off big time. Everybody wanted central heating. You know, you'd be doing 1 a week, or if there was 2 of you working, you'd do 2 a week, and you was never short of work. And I remember the price. I used to put them in for £500. You know, in the 70s it was a good deal of money. You know, a lot of people make the choice: shall we go on holiday this year, or shall we have central heating put in? Anyway, those days are gone now. Right, see you later.